The war divided Americans. The hawk saw Mao as the demon behind the Viet Cong, while the doves romanticized him as a kindly guru. In China, Mao set off the violent convulsions of the Cultural Revolution. Millions of Red Guards were turned loose to attack loyal party members, denouncing them as the running dogs of imperialism. So another decade passed. Misperceptions multiplied, with each side blinded by its isolation from the other.
We missed a chance to get closer to the Chinese communists. And had we taken that lost chance, we would have avoided 22 years of ugliest possible alienation and hostility with Mao's People's Republic of China.
But it was a great moment as the president came out.
The opening of Communist China finally came in 1972 when President Nixon visited Peking at Chairman Mao's invitation.
And there's the handshake.
Both sides had practical reasons for reestablishing contact, for they each wanted new leverage with the Soviet Union. When President Nixon, a virulent anti-communist throughout his career, greeted Chairman Mao, the aging revolutionary, a new era in geopolitics began.
Chairman Mao has written, "Seize the day, seize the hour. This is the hour."
For America, a long-lost relationship was rediscovered.
Here's another one of those moments.
The image of radical red hordes gave way to ping pong, pandas, and Coca-Cola. As the largest market in the world opened, we expected the political system to open as well. In 1989, when the students moved their goddess of democracy into Tiananmen Square, Americans wanted to believe that freedom had finally arrived. The Tiananmen Square massacre shattered our illusions. The China we thought we had won back was lost, and once again we faced the vast gap between our dreams and reality. Today, China faces staggering problems that no amount of American aid or outrage will solve. The days of trying to save China as a sentimental favorite or trying to play it as an imperial card are over. After 2 centuries of contact, we have to accept the Chinese for who they are.
United States said, who lost China? So, of course, when we look at China, it's not for United States to lose, right? But this is, as I said before, it's a very complex, complicated kind of feeling between Americans and the Chinese. So today, of course, America has become the number one again as far as the Chinese are concerned. When they want to go out abroad, they want to go to the United States.
The 14th Amendment gives citizenship to all persons born or naturalized in the United States.
The opportunities for a deeper understanding between Asians and Americans have increased dramatically in the last 2 decades. Once America dropped its discriminatory immigration laws in the 60s and relations with China were normalized in the 70s, the flow of Asians began. They are now our fastest growing immigrant group. Close to 1 million Chinese are here, and some 8 to 9 million Asian Americans in all.
Many things feel right.
As they become a part of American society, they can play a key role in redefining our attitudes toward Asia.
Unless the United States public, and especially the government, gets rid of this patronizing father knows best attitude of white man's burden going all the way back to 150 years, unless that attitude can be gotten rid of, there will continue to be frictions going into the next several decades. Frictions that can only hurt the American economy. The United States will need more friends, not just so-called allies and junior partners, but real, genuine friends into the next century. And the United States cannot have those friends if it keeps on maintaining a very paternalistic, John Wayne, I have the Colt 45, I dictate what is right and wrong because I have the Bible and truth on my side.
Days of dominance are past. After 2 centuries, America and Asia are growing closer and more interdependent. Trade is now greater across the Pacific than the Atlantic. Our confidence in the universality of our democratic values was in some ways validated, both in the Philippines and in China. Free speech, women's rights, universal education, and public health all took root. But our confidence in our superiority and our political infallibility produced disasters. We allied ourselves with dictators at a grievous cost, and in our anti-communist zeal, we mistook nationalist revolutions for Kremlin conspiracies. After all the wars and revolutions, Asia has risen. Now the West must learn from the East. The tide of history has shifted. The American century has ended, and the Pacific century has begun.